We've just arrived at our accommodation in Uvita, and it's rather splendid, being greeted by our host, who was lovely. So here's our kitchen. You can also, out the window there's a swimming pool and a nice little area to chill outside, which we can also use. It's part of the families, but they'll let us use it. So really well equipped kitchen, and then here's young Melanie. Oh, here's our bedroom. All the things you'd expect. A little seating area, which is quite sweet, and then the bathroom is pretty big, and it's all spotlessly clean, I have to say. And the lady very kindly let us enter 3 hours before check-in, so you don't get that at a hotel, do you? So, what do we think, Melanie?
I think it's splendid.
It's absolutely splendid, and then we're going to go out and take a look at what Uvita has to offer. See you later. In our apartment with a huge tropical rainstorm. We keep thinking it's going to stop, and it doesn't. This is what we love about travelling. Randomness. Like this car. I'm not sure I'll be putting in an offer on eBay, but I do like the fact that in the back you've got a spare engine. That's what you need. No room for your pals, but hey, a doer-upper, as they say. Cool. This is the entrance to the national park. We have to pay $7 to get onto the beach, and there's lots of little shops and bars and quite cool little places. Where are we today, Melanie?
The Marino Ballena National Park in Uvita.
It's a little bit odd because it's different to the other national parks because it's not really like a national park where you go looking for wildlife, although there's loads of wildlife in the shore here. It's actually the beach and the bay and a phenomena ahead of us, which is the whale's tail, which when the tide is low is a peninsula of land and a small island that looks like the whale's tail. But is this beach free?
No, unfortunately it's $6 each because we have to access it via the National Park entry point, which is a bit steep, we think.
There's actually 4 gates and it's all fenced all the way along behind these trees, which is a bit odd to go on a beach, but it's very, very beautiful.
It's lovely.
We'll stop
really
and spin
lovely.
round, and then behind us you can't actually see the whale's tail from where we are yet, but it's literally over there. And hopefully we shall see that. We need to get up one morning because we need to go where the tide's low.
Well, the tide's low now, actually,
Yeah,
but it's too hot. Way too hot to walk.
So, Marino Ballena National Park. I'm videoing. We've just stopped off in this rather fab bar called Nativo for an ice cold beer.
They're very cold.
Very
nice.
cold.
Cheers.
It's a really cool vibe. And there's quite a lot of these places dotted around in the jungle. They do food and everything, which all looks pretty good. We might have to sample some. Well, we've strolled from where we are for about 25 minutes to the centre of Bahia.
Which is a part of Uvita, sort of south of the main centre.
Yeah, like a little suburb of it. And we've reached basically the centre where there's a little park. And what else?
There's a bakery. They sell sourdough, so we're going to go and get some nice bread.
That's over there. And there's a restaurant that gets good reviews over there. And there's people just kind of lazing around, which is probably what we should be doing.
No, I think that's about it. It's very quiet. It's Sunday afternoon, so there's not much going on, and it is stinking hot.
It's really hot.